I am trying to... Oh my gosh, I apologize for my voice. It's getting worse instead of getting better. But I told a subscriber of mine, she asked if I would do a cook with me on this. And it's the KFC Bowls. So I had it on my menu a couple weeks ago, and then I got sick. So I put it back on there for this week. And if I don't do it today, I don't know when I'll have them next. So please bear with my voice. If you don't mind, I do appreciate it. I'm not going to call her by name because I didn't ask her if I could. But the first thing I want to say is this is not my recipe. I got it from Felicia Fitness Health. I had never even eaten a KFC bowl at the restaurant before. But when I tried this the first time, I've been in love with it ever since. Now, you put it together as a bowl, but my husband, he just puts the ingredients around his plate. I'm like, but you're supposed to make a bowl. He's like, it's all going in the same place anyway. So, go figure, right? So the first thing we want to do is weigh how much chicken we have, because then I'm going to show you how I determine the points for the nuggets. And the light is dimming on my thing here. Y'all, listen, if y'all knew, maybe my voice, no, I thought it was clearing up, I'm sorry. That was 16 3/4 ounces. So we got almost a pound and an ounce, right? 3/4, right? So, as I was fixing to say, you that are new to my channel, my new friends, I call you my new friends, you don't understand the aversion I have to raw meat. My current subscribers, they do, because they have seen plastic gloves on everything that involves raw meat. So the first thing we want to do is to cut the chicken into tender, I'll get rid of that, tender sizes. Not tender sizes, nugget sizes. Really, that's about as big as you want them right there. Okay, now we've got the chicken cut. I think this uses up to, let's see. Well, it says 1 pack of this uses 2 pounds of chicken, but that is way too much for us. So if I have some left over, I just toss it away. So it's the Shake and Bake Extra Crispy. Let me get it put over here. I think we all know how to do shake and bake. Okay, now we've got our chicken all coated. If you don't have an air fryer, then you follow the directions on the box and cook it in the oven. Let me show you. If you do have an air fryer, line the bottom. I get these at the Dollar Tree. It's the Reynolds full wraps you can use for sandwiches and stuff. They fit perfect in the bottom air fryer. A whole lot easier to clean up. Most times you don't even have to wipe nothing. Only if you like pick it out and it drips, you know, when you're trying to throw it away. So just heat it just a little bit. I use the olive oil spray. And we want to fill it up, but leave, I got one stuck together. Definitely fill it up, but leave enough room for the air to get around it so they'll get crispy. If you can see, we're gonna put it on 400. I have it down for 10 minutes, but my nuggets are different sizes every time because I'm just not consistent. Just call it what it is. Start looking at, say, 5 minutes just to kind of gauge it, how much longer you need to go. So we're gonna hit 400, 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes on the chicken. I thought I would let you see. It's not quite brown enough where I'm at on the camera. It's not quite brown enough, but it is starting. So I'm gonna give it the full 5 minutes. I'm gonna just give it, let me see, 5. Let's just give it 2 more minutes for a total of 7, and then we'll see after that. Okay, now we got the chicken going. Everything else that puts this bowl together goes in the microwave. The corn, the gravy, and the potatoes. Now, you can go cheaper and use, real potatoes and make your cream potatoes, but I despise peeling potatoes. I just despise it. Never mind the fact that the arthritis in my hand, I use the peeler, but it's still, after so many, it gets hard to hold on to. So I have discovered these are steam and mash. They are just potatoes, salt, and I guess a preservative, sodium acid, something. So there's no fat, sugar, nothing like that in these, just potatoes. These go in the microwave for, excuse me, I am so sorry. Well, if I could read. Oh, 10 minutes. I do wear glasses, you never know it. So 10 minutes, I'm not going to put this on because you're right in front of the microwave and you don't need to hear that. So that'll go for 10 minutes. The other item, just a can of corn. I get the no salt added. Now, if you want to use frozen corn, you can use frozen corn. If you want to use fresh corn, you can use fresh corn. This is one of those recipes that is totally 100% left up for interpretation. You don't even have to use shake and bake on your chicken. You can do your chicken any way you want to do your chicken. So there's not one of these components that has to be the way I'm showing you. It can be your way, your points. Then just a jar of the home-style chicken gravy. Now all I have to do, heat everything up. I'll come back and I'll mix my potatoes up. The potatoes are ready. I haven't put anything else in the microwave yet because we need to get these put together while they're hot. So you do want to get a knife. And then just dump them in your bowl. Now see, they're just potatoes. They don't feel very hot. I might let them sit here too long. You know what? I'm going to pop these back in the microwave. I think I let them sit too long. Okay, I popped these back in there. Steaming a little bit now, so they should be better. Give them a little bit of salt and pepper. Now I use the Country Crock Light. It is 1 point per tablespoon. I'm going to use 4 tablespoons. Dandy back of it. Now you could use a potato masher if you want to, but they get done enough. for me just to mash them like this. And honestly, we don't mind if they have lumps in them. If I make homemade mashed potatoes, now I beat the living daylights out of them. You might find a lump, but not for my lack of trying, that's for sure. Now, I've calculated up to 1 cup of skim milk, and will still only be 4 points for a whole cup of these mashed potatoes. The serving size on the bag is 3/4 of a cup, but I was feeling like I needed a whole cup. I believe we'll add the rest of that. Okay, now these potatoes are done. You can actually put these in your mixer if you wanted to. Just be careful when you're mixing potatoes like that. They'll get gummy on you real quick. So you just want to be careful about that. Now we're just going to set this aside. We're going to heat up our corn and we're going to heat up our gravy. The chicken's done. I got the second batch in there. 8 minutes was the perfect amount of time. So when the chicken and everything else gets done, I'm going to show you how to calculate the points in your chicken, and then we'll put this together. Okay, now we're going to calculate how many points our chicken is. I've already made the KFC bowl chicken recipe on my Kindle. 1 packet of the Shake and Bake Extra Crispy is 9 points. So we want to add it. We know that we have 17 ounces of chicken, and if 1 ounce is a serving, then we're going to have 17 servings. Now, if you want to add your chicken in here just to make yourself feel better, knowing, then let's just find chicken breasts. I normally just take the easy way out, just because that's, like y'all know my daughter said, that's just who I am. Since it doesn't have any points, I'm not feeling like I'm cheating or anything. I'm just not putting it in there just to save myself time. That's all. So you see, nothing's going to change. 0 points. So 17 servings, because it's 17 ounces of chicken. We're going to save it. So 1 serving is 1 point. I want to have, it doesn't take as much chicken as you think. So I think I'll do 4 ounces, which will be 4 servings. 4 servings for dinner today, 4 points. I'm going to track it. So there you go. If I can find out, here we go. Here is my the chicken bowl. 4 for the chicken, 0 for the corn. 1/4 cup of the gravy is only 1, and then 1 cup, which happens to be 1 1/4 servings of the potatoes, is 4. So this whole bowl we're getting ready to make is only 9 points. So let's go over there and do that now. Now, as you can see, the hardest thing I did was to cut the chicken, coat it, and cook it, and that was not even hard. So I'm going to start on the bottom with 1 cup of the potatoes. I want my cup. Y'all like that? Y'all make sure it's smushed all the way. So just kind of put to that. A little bit of corn. How much ever corn you want, because we know corn is free. When I say free, y'all know what I mean. Let me go get the chicken. I forgot it. Okay, I'm back with the chicken. Now, I just learned something. And I've been using this air fryer for, oh my gosh, I don't even know how long. Can you see this chicken on top? How brown? Okay, let's find some that was on the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay, see these? They're just a little golden. The difference, the first batch, it was not preheated. The second batch, it was preheated. So I know from now on, if I do something in the second batch, knock off maybe a minute, because looky there. How exciting. I am excited. And we want to, I want to weigh my chicken, obviously. I decided I wanted, what, 4 ounces? I don't think that little plate weighs anything, but you can see 4 ounces is a whole lot of chicken when it comes to putting it on something like this. Yeah. 3 3 3/4. So isn't that a nice portion? Then a 1/4 cup of the gravy on top. Just kind of drizzle it around. Now you can have more gravy if you want. It's only 1 point for a 1/4 cup, but this is normally enough for me. Now the original calls for a little sprinkle of cheddar cheese on top. I did it at first, but then I just stopped doing it because I really couldn't taste it. I couldn't tell that it added anything. But feel free to do it as the original, per KFC and per Felicia Fitness Health. So there you have it. You that wanted to see this, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I'm just adding this in here at the end of this, just to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. I've been with this man 26 years, and when I tell you he gonna put his bowl spread out on a plate, he gonna put his bowl spread out on a plate.